Hi guys, I'm Digging with Dave and welcome to episode number 8. Now in this episode we're talking about the 180 degree backhoe loader excavator. Now people say to me, well, isn't a digger got tracks and can spin round 360? No, not all of them. This is classed as a 180 degree backhoe loader. So I feel like we need to talk about it and explain the full working of what these backhoe loaders are all about. So we've got the backhoe in place and we have got Georgina from JCB, very good friend of ours, also an expert in the backhoe loader, or 180 as we're calling it. So what I want to do is I want to explain to you why it's called the 180. So Georgina is going to demonstrate here. So these are called the jack legs. They're going down now for stability of the machine, okay? And why it's called the 180 is because Georgina can operate the arm in a 180 degree arc. The machine can be used 180 degrees on the back end. So all applications can be done in an arc of 180 degrees. And that's why it got its name, the 180 degree excavator. And also we know it as a backhoe loader. Okay, so what we want to demonstrate now is the power slide. So this is the arm that can move from left to right. Okay, so this is the power slide function of the machine. The arm is moving left to right. For different applications, you need the arm in different positions. So number one, as an operator, you can visually see. And number two, different environments will engage this arm in different places. So that is the power slide function of the machine. And then also now what Georgina's showing is the extra dig. Now this is like an extended dipper arm. So if we go over the side now, Georgina will send this out. This is called the extra dig. So it's giving the machine more versatility again. It's giving a better dig depth, better reach, and also it can be extended in to keep the machine compact. So you haven't got a big bulky arm. So as we go, look, there it is going in. And that is the extra dig function. Fantastic piece of kit for things like when you're doing trial holes. So you can go with this machine and you can dig to a good depth. So that is the extra dig and the power slide function on the 180 degree excavator arm on the back. So I'm going to just get Georgina now to demonstrate the 6-in-1 bucket and the front end of the backhoe loader. Okay, so yeah, that's the bucket there with the clamshell on it. Now in that position that Georgina has gone in there, that is how you would trim and grade. And then closing up, we can use it for grabbing material, tree roots, bits and pieces can be grabbed with the bucket. Like you say, we've got plenty of height, so we can load vehicles, lorries, tip into silos. We've got a good height and a good capacity on the bucket as well. So a very versatile machine, not only doing applications with the back end, we've got this great front end piece of kit as well. And that is the 6-in-1 bucket. And you can see the pallet forks there. So we can, this front bucket is on a quick hitch. We can take the bucket off and use the pallet forks. Now we'll get onto that, we'll show you that in a minute. But what a great piece of kit. And that position there, you can do lots of fine, intricate grading. Practice makes perfect. But when you have got the knack of using this 6-in-1 bucket, what a versatile piece of equipment this really is. Okay, so we know now what the front end does with the 6-in-1 bucket. We know about the 180 degree digging at the back with the power slide and the extra dig. I suppose one of the main big advantages of this machine, the backhoe, is that you can literally grab your buckets and off you drive to the next job. So in a day you could do multiple jobs and also you can just drive off and go. So we get the machine into road mode, we're all got the lights on and away we go. So no low loader needed at all. This machine can drive itself to and from the job with ease, a very comfortable ride. It's got the nice smooth ride, so the front end compensates and keeps the machine nice and smooth, no bouncing. And it can go on multiple sites in a day at a good speed on the road, nice and safe, saving on haulage. What a versatile piece of kit this really is. It's like the Swiss Army knife of the excavator world. So a bit of history with the JCB 3CX or backhoe loader is, they've been going for 70 plus years. These machines have been in the industry and they've helped build Britain. And my fondest memory of these was when I was no older than 5, going out with my dad. My dad was a plant fitter, and he'd go see my Uncle Rich, my dad's brother, Uncle Rich, and he'd be driving one of these on a site. And I remember as a youngster climbing up and sitting on this toolbox here, and it still is a toolbox. It still is. Sat there watching my Uncle Rich drive this machine all day. Sat there as good as gold, watching him, feeling it, listening to the sights and sounds. And that was when I was a youngster. That would have been mid-80s. And look at us, we're in a brand new machine today. They really have come on, and the technologies in these machines are unbelievable nowadays. So I think it's time to let's go and find Georgina, and let's have a talk of the new technologies and the new, well, I can see it over there. It's not a 3CX that this is, it's a 4CX. And there's lots of new technology. So I think we need Georgina to explain to us about it. There's a lot of stuff on here that's like, I don't know what I'm talking about. You're the expert. Georgina, talk us through the 4CX, please.
Cracking. I'll take the spanner or the mic,
yes,
as it
take
may
the
be.
spanner.
Well, first of all, let's look at the difference between a 3CX and a 4CX.
Okay.
The obvious difference is the big wheels.
Yes.
So a 4CX features 4 equal-sized big wheels, 28-inch wheels, really well-distributed machine, well-balanced. It's also 4-wheel steer. So you've got a nice tight turning circle on a machine with such big wheels. The turning circle between these two machines is actually very similar. So the big wheels here and the all-wheel steer helps for this machine to be just as manoeuvrable as that one over there with the smaller front wheels. Okay. And it's a heavier machine, so we find it has got a little bit more pushing power, a bit more grunt, more traction, more evenly distributed. So it's really a powerhouse machine.
Okay.
But this is actually our Pro model spec as well. So we do a 3CX Pro, which is the one that goes 50 kilometres per hour on the roads now. It's the fastest backhoe loader that we do. But this is our 4CX Pro. Now, all of our Pro models now come standard with those dual drive controls, which we'll be able to go and take a look at as well. And also, these are now fitted with the latest hydraulic controls, the electro-hydraulics. And that comes with a host of new features that I'd love to show you.
Okay, Georgina, we're at the business end of things here. The 6-in-1 bucket. Now, we did talk about that with the 3CX. Talk to me about the 6-in-1 front end on the 4CX, please.
Right, fantastic. So here we go. This is a very capable earth-moving machine. You will know from the 3CX over there how capable it was at shifting materials. Yeah. And, you know, the modern machines are no different. They're great at front-end work. This has got a 6-in-1 shovel on the front. Fantastic at levelling out stone. Yeah. Versus a 13-ton excavator, we can push out stone 3 times quicker. Right. You know, it's a real, you know, heavy grafting machine. It can do some real stuff with this 6-in-1 on the front here, really move materials around. And then you've got the versatility. You know, you can grab things, pick things up, you can carry a set of buckets in the front there as well. Yeah. And you've also got, this has got a quick hitch shovel on the front. So you can either have flip over forks, like you might remember on the top, they flip them over and use them. Yeah. You get a 1-ton lift capacity to move things around. If you drop this front shovel off, you can fit different attachments like a sweeper on the front, so more versatility. But you can also fold out these forks and get a 2-ton lift capacity. So you've got more ability to lift and move things across site. And you've even got now a little camera built in there. So you've got perfect visibility when picking up the pallet off the floor to make yourself look like you know what you're doing. Yeah,
good stuff, Georgina, yeah. And like you say, with the forks and all the different attachments you can use on the front end, again, it's versatility. Absolutely. With this machine. So yeah, liking that. Okay, Georgina, so we're at the back end of the machine now. What have we got here? What's going on? Is there much differences? Please explain.
So the excavator end of the machine, you know, it still does a fantastic job at digging materials. You know, we say this dig end can excavate 190 tonnes an hour, so it's really capable. You can get a 43-inch digging bucket on the back of there if you really need to shift some stuff. Yeah. But what's fantastic is now what we're seeing is more of these servo-style controls, so the excavator-style joysticks. This operates exactly the same as a 360. So your joystick controls exactly the same. We do still do the old sticks, but we see pretty much 80% of the machines coming out the factory now into the UK market are on the excavator-style control. So anyone can jump in and have a go, and obviously the power slide on the back end as well, making it even easier. But there's really something more stand out about this Pro model, and that's our brand new dual drive controls.
Now, is this anything to do with this extra pedal I keep seeing?
That's
Talk
the
to
one.
me.
Yeah,
Show
so you've
me
got
what's this all about.
two
then?
extra pedals there. What you've got
Okay.
there is a brake pedal and an accelerator. So now with dual drive, you're able to drive the machine when facing the excavator end. So it's really game changing when it comes to repositioning and increasing productivity when you're using the back end. And turns you into a bit of a wheeled excavator, really.
Yeah. Right. Well, okay. I think it's time for me to get into and have a go at this dual drive.
Absolutely.
Okay, Georgina, this is a very different environment. I'm really liking these lever positions and stuff. Right, talk me through the fantastic... I've got two pedals here, Georgina,
Yeah.
and come on, let's have a look
Lovely,
at it.
yeah, so you've already worked that out really. You've got your brake pedal there and your throttle.
Yeah.
Now your forward and reverse is on the back of this right hand joystick now.
Okay,
and that
yeah.
works when you're facing the front of the machine as well. You've got FNR control on there.
Okay.
And it works now in dual drive, and it recognises which way your seat is now. So forward is still forward this way, which is
Right,
backwards.
okay, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a bit confusing, but it's helping you out, knowing which way you're going.
Yes.
And on the back of your left joystick, that's your steering.
Oh, right.
Right.
So it's a toggle switch left and right.
Exactly, yeah. And you've got a camera there, or your visibility over the front end of the machine. So there's a camera just above the windscreen up here, and that's giving you visibility so that when you're moving around in dual drive, you can see in your peripheral exactly what's going on all around the machine.
Okay, right. Okay, so I think we'll get started
Absolutely.
up and let's... a bit nervous, really. You
You'll
know,
be
this
fine.
is something new. Right, okay, we'll get started up. Okay,
Lovely.
so we started up.
Yeah.
So we need to flick it into dual drive.
Yeah,
what
if
we're
you press that button there, that makes your joysticks live.
So this live,
Lovely.
is that like the dead man, so
Yeah,
to say?
exactly.
Yeah, okay. And then dual drive button
That's
press.
it, that's the one just there. If you press that, so lever steer is now activated. So if you give the little roller on the back of your left joystick, give that a wiggle, and look
Okay.
in that camera there, you can see
Yeah,
your
see the
wheels
wheels
moving, and you
moving.
feel it as well.
Yeah.
All right, what's great about that is when we're travelling in this direction, if you move it left, you go left. If you move it right, you go right.
And then here, with the green lines, is
Yeah.
that, what's that about?
That's telling you wheel alignment, so you know when you're travelling in a straight line. If you were doing straight line trenching, you just want to move straight back, keep repositioning the machine. There's a little icon there that tells you when your wheels
Right,
are
okay.
aligned, which is really useful.
Okay,
And then
brilliant.
of course your forward and reverse is on the back of here.
Yeah.
And your handbrake is just over here within easy reach.
Okay,
So you can release your handbrake there.
right, so we'll foot on brake,
Yeah,
handbrake released.
that's it. Engage it into forward,
Okay,
and we'll be
into
able to just
forward.
slowly ease away in dual drive.
And there we go.
And all of your excavator end is still completely live to be able to move it around, pick and
Right,
place,
yeah.
go and grab a scoop
Okay,
of material.
So let's go forward then. And we can still move the arm. Oh, this is very different to what I'm used to, but yeah, great application really. And how stable is the machine, Georgina? What are you
It
saying?
is really stable. It's surprisingly stable actually. Now you've got your power slide over on the left hand side.
Yeah.
So at this stage, you're being very conscious of you're reaching out. But what you find there, you're reaching out all the way to the sides,
Yes.
and the machine is still very stable on all four wheels.
Yeah,
We've got no
definitely.
legs down, no front shovel down.
No.
So you're really opening up loads of versatility for this machine to nip around like a wheeled excavator.
Yes, yeah.
If you've got a heavy ditching bucket on there, you could be doing some ditch maintenance right over the side, and you don't have to be putting your legs down every time.
Yeah. Okay, Georgina, well, I think I need a bit of time now on my own. I'm going to have a drive round, try and get my head round this dual drive, and look
Fantastic.
forward to using the arm with it.
Lovely. Well, you're in JCB's play area, so
Let's
I'll
go.
leave you to it. Enjoy yourself.
Let's play.
Well then, Dave, how are you getting on with that?
Yeah, really very strange to start with, I won't lie, but now I've just been up and down the inclines, doing some figure eights, really nice. One thing that was really nice as well is how the arm, how stable the machine feels,
Yeah.
and how smooth the levers are. Really like how smooth the operation of the back arm is as you are driving, you know.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so these are our new electro-hydraulic joysticks. So before we were like AEC, Advanced Easy Control, pilot controls. Now we're on the electro-hydraulics, and they are really light, really smooth, really comfortable to use. And you get less fatigue at the end of the day because they're nice and light.
Yeah.
But
By moving to electro-hydraulic joysticks, we've actually been able to introduce some other new features as well. For example, do you remember in the old machines where you had your sticks at the back and your sticks at the front, and if you ever got bogged down in a big old muddy field,
debogging,
you could walk yourself
yeah,
out?
Yeah.
Well, people used to say we can't do that on these servo joystick machines.
Right.
You now can. Because they're all electro-hydraulically controlled, you can now actually use your rollers here, where you turn debog on, you can use your rollers to walk yourself out of a boggy situation.
Oh, right, brilliant. Yeah, so one of the old style features back in modern technology.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. You've also got an eco mode on here now because it's got a bigger pump in it, so it's giving you more flow at lower RPMs. So you've got an eco mode that can save you money without compromising on performance. So that's a great feature for owner-operators who want to keep costs down, and anyone really, you know, who's thinking about how often
definitely.
you have to fill the machine up with fuel.
Okay, guys, that's us. Digging with Dave, episode 8 finished. I'd just like to say thank you, Georgina, very much for having us and looking after us and letting us have a go on the new dual drive. It's been great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming. I think it's great that we're pushing this machine out there and reminding people what a backhoe is capable of doing, and hopefully perhaps challenging some of the perceptions or preconceptions that they might have had about what a backhoe loader is capable of doing.
Fantastic, still a fantastic machine. Yeah. So guys, thanks very much for watching. Look out for episode number 9. Make sure you give us a like, a follow and a subscribe. Thanks very much, and remember, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, it does.